Welcome, beautiful souls. This is What Habits Can You Improve? Pile 1 is this rose quartz tower, and pile 2 is this selenite tower. Let's jump right into it. Welcome, pile 1. This is What Habits Can You Improve? Your associating crystal is this rose quartz tower. It is a more thin one compared to the one that I have that is a little thicker. So thinning out your responsibilities, letting go of the burdens that are on your shoulders, and doing meditations more. You can either do them guided online with classes, YouTube, or you can do them yourself. But meditating, honestly, almost every day, you could do it for like 1 to 5 minutes if you want, and then increase to 10, 15, but doing some sort of meditation every day will help you, especially with releasing. Journaling will also help to release as well, because it's going to get your thoughts out of your head and into paper. Working on self-care every single day is super important. Doing small self-care things every day, like coloring and doing a hair treatment, wearing a mask, whatever it is, exfoliating your body. Doing some sort of self-care every single day and showing up for yourself is super important. So increasing your self-care to daily as well. So immediately with the 6 of Wands, I got celebrating yourself. When you celebrate yourself, you are embracing your importance. Honestly, this entire reading is very independent, and they're all women. Love that. But when you embrace yourself, you are celebrating who you are, your uniqueness, and you are strengthening your self-worth, letting go of what is no longer serving you, especially when it comes to energy and connections that are just depleting you. Because in the 5 of Cups, she's draining all of these cups that are surrounded by cracks. So the cups themselves were not very stable. The connections weren't very stable. But right next to her is this beautiful cup, and it is solid, and it has 5 stars in it, which is 1 more star than each cup should have had, because she's letting go of 4 cups, and that 5th one contains all of them plus an extra one. Embracing your connection with yourself, because that is what's going to give you that very strong foundation. I feel like you're really looking for understanding in your connections, and you are the only person who is ever going to understand you 100%. I feel like even people with a very similar life as you will not understand you 100%, because they have not been through every single connection and every single situation that you have been through. It's okay to embrace the material life and aspect, but make sure that you are clearing out the things that do not serve you, not holding on to things that you just don't use. So making sure that you have the space for things before you get them. This can also be energetic, clearing out. I heard the song Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem. So whether it's a physical closet that you're cleaning out, you're reorganizing, you're donating items from, or you're cleaning out your internal closet. Along with that meditation, you're getting rid of all of these things that have been holding on to your energy and bringing you down. Spending more time on yourself in general is going to help you feel more alive. I'm not talking about watching 5 movies in a row and calling that self-care. Actually taking the time to get to know yourself as if you are on a first date. You have no idea who this person is, and you can start with superficial things like your favorite color, food, clothing brand, just small talk first, and then start digging deeper. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your goals? What do you want to be known for when you pass away? These are going to help get to know who you are at your core. And you can do this through journaling or just meditation and talking to yourself. But it's really important to know who you are, and you can meet other people as deeply as you've met yourself, and vice versa. But you can't expect anyone to get to know you if you don't even know yourself. And I feel like you do know yourself to a certain degree, but it's always great to continue to learn who you are in this phase, because we are constantly changing and growing. Dancing and using music more frequently is a wonderful way to ground yourself in your body. And music is like food for the soul. It just feels so good. We have Be Still. It's kind of what I have been saying. But she's also on a yoga mat. So doing yoga will really help to slow your body down or speed it up and energize you. Really just depends on your intention and what kind of yoga you're doing. But doing yoga more frequently will really help. And soak in a bath, painting your nails, lighting candles, using crystals during meditation, and incense as well, and sage. Just cleansing your body and doing more self-care, connecting with the elements, your breath, your spark / your soul, what lights you up, grounding yourself in your body, and speaking kindly to yourself, because our body is like 75% water, and there's a lot of fluids in our body. So water retains memory, and when you speak kindly to yourself, you're able to grow. But when you speak negatively to yourself, you feel horrible. So being gentle with yourself, keeping track of your thoughts. Now, I did mention watching a movie. Watching movies and shows can be self-care as long as they're not overindulgent. So watching maybe one movie and then giving yourself the time to process it, or watching 1 to 2 episodes of a show and again, giving yourself the time to process it. Media can bring you so many emotions, but when you're constantly absorbing things without processing it, you're holding on to all of that information, and it's impacting you in every possible way. Also, giving yourself a massage will help you so much. You don't have to get a professional massage. You don't have to be a licensed massage therapist. Just giving yourself a massage, especially your hands and feet, they are typically the most used body part on the outside, and they don't get much attention. If you don't feel comfortable massaging your feet bare, then you can put socks on and you can massage your feet through the socks. But as long as you wash your hands, like, you should be fine. Just allowing yourself to please your body and to get that pain out. And your hands and feet also are connected to your entire body. It's called reflexology. You can look into it. There are charts online that you can find that have the connecting areas. If you want to focus on your hip area, then you can massage a specific part of your hands and feet. If you want to do a massage that way, definitely look up the chart, or just do what feels good, and it will naturally improve and help your body. That's gonna end pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely stop by pile 2 if you feel called to it. If not, let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Welcome, pile 2. This reading is what habits can you improve? Your associating crystal is this selenite tower. The selenite crystal is good for cleansing your body, and towers typically represent solid foundations. So cleansing your body is going to help you feel more grounded and stable within yourself. It's also just going to clear out anything that is no longer serving you. Doing some meditations and just focusing on your breath, you can think about what you want to clear, or you can just allow the crystal to naturally clear it out for you. And then you can journal about things that may have came up while you were intentionally cleansing your body. I feel like right now, mentally, you could feel trapped somewhere, whether this is in a job, a relationship, a home life, or it's your thoughts. But subconsciously, you feel stuck, like you can't go anywhere. But if you look at the 8 of Swords, that's just internally. But externally, she's not actually stuck. So realizing that you have a lot more opportunity than you realize, and a lot more control. Using your thoughts intentionally to manifest what you want. Focusing only on what you want. Having more gratitude, because that will bring in so much love. Also, affirmations are amazing. My favorite ones are, please show me how good it can get. I get paid to exist. My existence pays for itself, and I get free things every single day. And honestly, I pretty much do. And whether they were true in the moment, I have been saying them for a long time. And I honestly do get something free, sometimes more than one thing for free almost every single day. And the universe works in miraculous ways. You don't have to worry about the how as much as aligning yourself and your energy with your truth, because the energy you put out is what you're going to manifest. Giving yourself more attention and more love, because I don't think it's possible to have too much self-love, but there is a difference between self-love and being cocky. Being cocky is where you think you're better than everyone, but self-love is just as it is. It's loving yourself, knowing your worth, taking care of yourself, working on your emotions. And I feel like you're overall a very emotionally regulated person, but connecting with your sacral chakra, where your emotions are, your creativity, your sensuality, and your pleasure is going to help you increase your creativity, and it will help you heal a lot. Situations and memories may come up that you haven't thought about in years, but it's been having an impact on you. You could use crystals, you could use sound healing, whatever it is. The sacral chakra could really use your attention right now. Also, letting go of people, situations, memories, aspects of yourself that just are doing more harm than good. Also, when it comes to what you're looking for, don't chase, attract instead. What is meant for you will not pass you by. If you feel called to talk to someone, then do it. But for example, if you're like, oh, that person's cute, let me go talk to them, versus I'm feeling drawn to this person, I really need to talk to them. There's a difference between feeling drawn to them versus finding them attractive and just wanting to talk to them. Or maybe you've applied somewhere and you reached out once, you haven't heard from them. Don't reach out 5 more times. If it's not meant to be, then it won't be. But if it is meant to be, then it will be. Also, making sure that you're eating healthy, being gentle with yourself when you're not. It is good to have a balance. You could do an 80-20, where 80% of what you're eating is healthy and that 20% is intentionally unhealthy. Maybe that 20 is ice cream, or it's cheesecake, or it's a bag of chips. But whatever it is, make sure that that 80% is vegetables, protein, fruit. Self-massage is also a wonderful tool, but using your breath intentionally sometimes as well, especially when you're feeling super stressed. Taking a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. This is going to stimulate your nervous system, and it's going to help you calm down and to ground yourself in your body. If you have a lot of anxiety, taking slow, deep breaths should help with that. It's giving your mind something else to focus on. You could also take a nice, slow, deep breath before starting work. This is going to help you get out of a super chaotic mentality, and it should help to just overall ground your body and to come in with more peace. Also, if you feel called to it, wearing jewelry more frequently to express yourself and committing to yourself. If, for example, you don't want to hang out with someone, don't lie and pretend that you do. Honor yourself and make that commitment to yourself that you don't want to hang out with them. You don't need a good reason to not want to hang out with someone. If you just don't want to, that's okay. Also, you also don't need a good reason to end a relationship. I've seen so many posts where it's like, am I overreacting if I want to break up over this? Am I the asshole if I want to break up for this? No, you're not. I don't even need to read what the hell you're about to say. If you want to end the relationship, then end the relationship. But allow yourself to express yourself in creative ways and to commit to yourself, because you are very important. And when you make a conscious effort to be committed to yourself, you do things that are more in alignment with you than things that will cause you harm. You could commit to your health, your safety, and your survival, and that may show up in different ways. For example, it could show up like going to the park once a week or once a month, and it could mean spending an entire day in bed sleeping because you feel exhausted or because you just started your period. Whatever it is, when you commit to yourself, you are making a conscious effort to take care of yourself. Be in a relationship with yourself. And when someone doesn't add to your life, they only take, then letting them go is the best option for yourself. That's gonna end pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely stop by pile 1 if you feel called to it. If not, let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.